Welcome to the Sam and Joe VA Show, where we teach women just like you how to start and scale a thriving virtual assistant business.
We're your hosts, Sam and Joe, and get ready to have the control, flexibility, and freedom you've always dreamed of.
Welcome to episode 55. Forget about your damn launch.
Yeah, apologies in advance if we get a little ranty in this episode. It's something we feel really, really passionate about. It's actually really frustrating, isn't it, Joe, when we see virtual assistants talk about all of the things that they need to get done perfectly before they can launch their business and then start getting clients.
Yeah, and they have a launch date. Oh, I'm launching my business in March. And look, I get that some people have a launch date because that's when they have left their job or they're about to resign and they can't say anything until a certain date. Like, we totally get that. But we're talking about virtual assistants who think that having a launch date is how you go about starting this business. But it's really not the best option, is it?
Well, no, and the reason why we think this is because a lot of the virtual assistants that we see talking about this launch date in the far future or even near future, they're often the ones that actually never get off the ground. It never happens for them. They talk about this launch for we're not talking days or weeks. They talk about it for months. So this launch date of theirs and all of the things that they think they need to get done before they can launch, all it's doing is holding them back.
It is. It's holding them back because they then start to have excuses about why they can't launch yet. I have to have my website done. I have to have business cards. I need to get my logo. I need to do all my branding. I need to do all my online presence. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. And then there's always just one more thing they need to do before they launch, when actually, that's all just about fear and fear of not being good enough, not getting clients. What if no one inquires once I have launched? What if I don't make enough money, etc.? And our next podcast episode is actually going to be all around those fears that aspiring virtual assistants have. So all this launch date business, or this I need to do this before I launch, that's just all about fear. And actually, you don't need any of those things that I just mentioned. You really can just start telling people, hey, I'm a virtual assistant and I offer these services. This is why hiring a virtual assistant is a really great option. And just start telling people in their current network what they are doing, and then you'll work it out as you go.
Yeah, this is exactly what I did. I don't even know how many clients I had. I'd been in business without launching anything, without having any online presence whatsoever, without having a logo, for months before I even considered thinking, oh, look, maybe now's the time. You don't need it. You just don't need it. The hard part, well, it's not even hard, but I think for aspiring virtual assistants that have this big, grand, I need to launch thing idea in their head, all of the stuff on their pre-launch list is the easy things for them. It's the safe things. They're not having to step out of their comfort zone very much, if at all, in order to get these things done.
They're all behind the scenes stuff, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah. The hard, even though it doesn't have to be hard, but the perceived hard part comes after their launch, which is the finding clients bit.
Mm-hmm.
We're just putting it off.
All that is about is reaching out to your current network. We all have a current network, whether you realize it or not. There are people who know you, they know your work ethic, they know, like, and trust you. And so honestly, it is all about reaching out to your current network first. It's really I'm not going to say it's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. It's simple because all you need to be doing is reaching out to your current network and letting them know what you do. Decide on a few services that you want to offer and just go for it. There is no need to get all of these things done before you launch. Having a business card does not make you a legitimate business at that point. Having a website does not make you a legitimate business at that point. You don't need any of those things. So really try and take a look at yourself and say, right, is this about fear for me?
Mm-hmm.
What am I most afraid of? Okay, I'm going to put one foot in front of the other and I'm just going to start looking for clients, and I will work it out as I go once you get those clients. And for anyone who feels like I have no idea what I would do when I get my first client, jump into the members club. We have everything step by step laid out in there. It's all there for you. All of the templates, the swipe files, the how-tos, they are all in there. So don't worry so much about that. Focus your energy on getting that first client. And then you can do your beautiful branding and things later on down the track when you've got a few clients under your belt. It's important to start bringing in that revenue as soon as possible. That's why you've gone into business, so you can support a lifestyle that you want, and that takes revenue and ultimately profit. Focus in the right places right from the start. Please, please, please. We actually beg you not to have a launch, an official launch. I'm going to be really super harsh.
Go on, do
No
it.
one cares about your launch other than you and your mum. It's so, so true. Honestly, it's really hard to realize that no one cares
No, they
at
don't.
all.
Yeah, the Prime Minister isn't going to turn up and cut a red ribbon for you. You're not going to be on 3 News. Just
No,
enough.
yeah.
Enough of the excuses, enough putting off the hard stuff. Just put yourself out there, and please just forget about that damn launch date.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Sam and Joe VA Show. If you'd like to find out more, head to the VA Foundry website to check out the Members Club and the amazing resources, training, and coaching.
You can find us at thevafoundry.com.